So I'm back from watching the Ubisoft conference, and wow, there's so much I want to talk about. I'm kind of exploding on the inside here, and I may kind of go all over the place with this a little bit, but I want to talk about the things that I was very enthusiastic about in no particular order, but I've got to start with this. I'm going to start with the biggest thing that blew my mind, and I didn't see coming. I mean, I had no idea it was going to happen, and that was for a game called Starlink. And that was shown last year. It's kind of a shooting style game where you have toy accessories and you can upgrade those toy accessories with the in-game ship that you own. So it's kind of a collect spaceship style of game that you can, trade pieces for the in-game itself. So I was already interested in these toys, and then all of a sudden I hear this chatter and I'm like, wait a sec, that sounds like... No, I'm like hitting my head. I'm like, am I hallucinating? Then I'm like, no, it is Star Fox. They're incorporating Star Fox into this game. And for some reason, this really blew my mind. I got really excited about it again, and I thought, this is awesome. And then they brought Miyamoto up, and they unveiled the R-Wing, the ship from Star Fox, and showed it to him. And he was like really enthusiastic about it. And I was really enthusiastic about it. And I was like, okay. I was already sold on the whole toy thing before because I like toys and stuff like that. But my God, incorporating Star Fox into this, I didn't see that coming. Did any of you guys see this coming? What did you guys think of this conference overall? That was one of my highlight moments. But we started the conference with Beyond Good and Evil 2. And last year, they kind of showed some cinematics, and it looked really good. I was really intrigued. But this time, they showed some gameplay, and they showed the world setting. They showed a dark start to the game with Jade. I kind of liked that quite a lot. But this world, I gotta say, I'm gonna give some compliments to Ubisoft. Graphically, these guys are knocking it out of the park. When I saw Beyond Good and Evil 2, I was like, holy shit, I am so thrilled to see the way they're going with this game. They're really investing a lot of money. And in the cinematics alone, they're past AAA. They're really high up there. There can be a higher rating than AAA because I was just so blown away by the graphics and everything. I'm like, that's amazing. And then they brought up Joseph Gordon-Levitt, the guy who played Looper in that movie by Rian Johnson. And he has a company called Hit Record. And he was talking about how you can do artwork and writing and music and incorporate it into the game. And so he's like, go check out my website. So I went straight to the website, crashed. So I have no idea what that is about. I'll check out on it later. I bet they're very frustrated trying to get it back up right now. But it sounds like they really want to make it an interactive experience, and you can bring your own kind of artistic design within the game itself at times. And I have yet to see how that will really play itself out. But I kind of like ideas like that. I like creative things, and I like that they're bringing the audience into the game a little bit more and allowing you to be creative. So I really like the way this game is going. They showed the new Assassin's Creed game, Odyssey, set in Greece. And let me say, I'm usually not really... It's not that I'm against Assassin's Creed, I just feel that they're coming out all the time. There's so many of them. But I was graphically blown away by this game. It looks like one of the best games in the series yet. I was like, wow, it's amazing almost every year they can come out with one of these. These are huge looking games, and I'm sure they've been in the works for years and they kind of overlap the developments. But I was very, very impressed with that game. And they showed some more of Skull and Bones. This is a game where you play as a pirate and attack other pirate ships. Kind of like Sea of Thieves, but I think it's more, the emphasis is heavily more on ship-to-ship combat. But, oh my God, I was looking at the graphics in this and I was like, this is something else. And you got like multiple ships fighting each other, shooting cannons, blowing each other up. And it's like the explosions and the amount of men on these ships was wild to see. Never mind the ocean effects. And it kind of reminded me of Sea of Thieves, and I thought, man, I wish Sea of Thieves kind of had this kind of aesthetic to it. But I know Sea of Thieves is meant to look a lot more simplistic. But if Skull and Bones could incorporate some of the adventure aspects, which they're not, it's just a ship combat game, this would be the ultimate pirate game of all time. I'm absolutely in love with this game. They showed The Division 2 and it's going to have up to 8 players now. They also showed For Honor, some new DLC, and The Crew 2. Elijah Wood came to the stage, Frodo, and was talking about a game that he's involved in called Transference. It's a year later, I still don't know what to think of this game. It seems to be some kind of psychological game, a horror game in that regard, and I don't know where they're really going with this. Mario and Rabbids Donkey Kong Adventure was looking really nice. My friend JKB even said, he goes, wow, they're making Rabbids seem absolutely cool these days. And they really are. They're taking this franchise and they're making it really cool, incorporating the Marios and the Donkey Kongs in there, and it's becoming its own unique thing now. So to sum it up for me, Beyond Good and Evil 2, that is one of the games of the show so far for me. I love the game. I love the world that they've created. I love the characters that they've created. I can't wait to jump in to the finished game when eventually they get to it. I'm sure it's still a ways away from that level, but I am so excited about that game. That's really up there for me. Another game that is up there for me, as I say, Starlink. I didn't see that coming. I kind of was giving that game last year. I'm like, oh, it's a 6 out of 10, but you know, I like the toy aspect. Where now the introduction of Star Fox in there has kind of raised the game in my mind to a different level, and I can't wait to play as the R-Wing in the game and to see that toy as well. And I can't wait to see how they implement all the different toy mechanics within the game mechanics, and that's for them to show very soon. It's coming out October 16th. So it's not too far away. What were some of your highlight moments about this conference? Let me know down below. So anyways, guys, until next time.